downstairs to tell his mother. There's no such thing as a dragon, said Billy's mother, and she said it like she meant it. Billy went back to his room and began to dress. The dragon came close to Billy and wagged its tail, but Billy didn't pet it. If there is no such thing as something, it's silly to pat it on the head. Billy washed his face and his hands and went down to breakfast. The dragon went along. It was bigger now, almost the size of a dog.
Wow, good.
Billy sat down at the table. The dragon sat down on the table. This sort of thing was not unusually permitted, but there wasn't much Billy's mother could do about it. She had already said there was no such thing as a dragon. If there's no such thing, and if there's no such thing, you can't tell to get down off the table.
What's she gonna do?
Mother made some pancakes for Billy, but the dragon ate them all. Mother made some more, but the dragon ate those too. Mother kept making pancakes until she ran out of batter. Billy only got one of them, but he said that what he was all he really wanted anyway.
Okay. Did he get that big?
You could say that.
Yeah.
Billy went upstairs to brush his teeth. Mother started cleaning the table. The dragon was quite as big as his mother by this time.
I think so.
Made himself comfortable on the whole rug and went to sleep. By the time Billy came back downstairs, the dragon had grown so much it filled the hall. Billy had to go around by the way of the living room to get where his mother was. I didn't know dragons grew so fast, said Billy. There's no such thing as a dragon, said Mother firmly. Cleaning the downstairs took Mother all morning. What with the dragon in the way, she didn't even recognize the dragon. And it's growing so much, and have to climb out of windows to get from room to room. By noon, the dragon filled the house.
What in the world?
Its head hung out the front door, its tail hung out the back door, and there wasn't room in the house that didn't have some part of the dragon in it. You see, even up there, the dragon was there, but only those rooms were full. So there's. When the dragon awoke from his nap, it was hungry. A bakery truck went by. The smell of fresh bread was more than a dragon could risk. The dragon ran down the street after the bakery truck. The house went along, of course, like a shell on a snail, but much faster.
Okay.
The mailman was just coming up to the path when some mail for the Bixbys when their house rushed past them, and he headed down the street. He chased the Bixbys house for a few blocks, but he couldn't catch it. When Mr. Bixby came home from lunch. When Mr. Bixby came home for lunch, the first thing he noticed was the house was gone. Luckily, one of their neighbors was able to tell him which way it went. Mr. Bixby got in his car
Oh, my.
and went looking for the house. He studied all the houses as he drove along. Finally,
Did
he
you
saw
ever
one.
find one big enough for him?
Finally, he saw one that looked familiar.
Okay.
Billy and Mrs. Bixby were waving from an upstairs window.
Yeah.
Mr. Bixby climbed over the dragon's head into the porch roof through the upstairs window. How did this happen? Mr. Bixby asked. It was the dragon, Billy said. There's no such thing, Mother started to say. There is a dragon, Billy insisted. A very big dragon, and Billy patted it on the head. The dragon whacked so happily. Then, even faster than it had grown, the dragon started getting smaller. Soon it was size kitten again. Oops. I don't mind dragging this side, said Mother. Why
Oh.
did it have to grow so big? I'm not sure, said Billy, but I think it just wanted to be noticed.
That was a good story.
Oh,